Hi, I'm Sarath from Sarath The Geek HD and welcome to the Sony Vegas Pro pros and cons video. So through this video, I will tell some of the pros and cons of this famous video editor that is Sony Vegas Pro. And these will include in all versions of Sony Vegas from 10 to 13. Now, the 14 is getting released and I am amazed for an upgrade. So first of all, I have written some notes for the pros and cons video. So first of all, let me tell what Sony Vegas. Sony Vegas is a professional video editor that's used by professionals in cinema, especially in cinema industry. Now it has lost its spot in the industrial standard. Now it's used by mediocre people. So this is not meant for low-end video editors because it's a bit tough. As you can see, the interface is a bit crippled and I would say not that good. So let me come to the pros and cons. Coming to the first pro, that is the interface. The interface is a simplified interface and it's good for beginners and it has less learning curves. I would say I studied through this interactive learning tutorials available pre-installed in this Sony Vegas of all versions of Sony Vegas, so I use that and it's better for beginners because you can just drag and drop your files onto the timeline. And I have to make a point that Sony has done a great job in terms of learning curves, but still there are some problems. I have made a note and I will show in the con section. So come to the next pro, that is rendering templates. Actually look, so if I click on render, as there are lots of options in the world, all options are present from PAL to NTSC as well as CCAM. So let me show you. It takes a while to load. It's a demanding software. So as you can see, lots and lots of, look, I have to expand this up and you can get everything in the world, and I did like it. And for YouTubers, my choice is Editor.Its 720p or 1080p. I usually make my videos in HD, that's 720p, not at 1080p because of the less speed in internet connection. So let me close that. Okay, coming to the next pro, that is it can be used by professionals because of lot of shortcuts. Yeah, the shortcuts is a bit good. So in my view, I use some shortcuts like Ctrl+S to delete and lots of shortcuts. So if you are a fanboy of this Sony Vegas, you will not use your mouse. You forget this, that you think that the mouse is old school and you use your shortcuts like Ctrl+W, Ctrl+, all lots of shortcuts. It is also present in this interactive tutorials bar. I won't show it to you because you buy that software. It's a great software. So but these shortcuts are also creating some problem that I don't like. But if you're a shortcut ninja, you better bet choice is the Sony Vegas Pro 11. Now coming to the next part, that is that this file is less resource intensive. I mean not the RAM management, it's a bit less in size. That is, it's only 200 to 220 MB. Only 200 to 220, that's amazing because Adobe Premiere Pro is 1000 MB or 1500 MB. That's too much begging for Indian users, especially or the places where the internet connection is pretty low. Now coming to the next part, that's the stability. In terms of stability, Sony has done a great job because the video is kindly stable and you will surely like it because it doesn't crash. But you need a simple dual core system. I'm using a dual core system. My laptop is a dual core and I haven't faced any issues. So better bet if you have a crashing issue, you change the program into high priority mode in the task manager. Now coming to, these are some modes, these view modes. And you have the trimmer here. You have several view modes here. Okay, look at that. You have audio envelopes and surround panel. These are something that professionals need, but compositors for making some, look for changing the text, and lots of features are present into it. So these were some of the pros of this video editor. So let me come to the cons of this video editor. Come to the cons of this video editor. The first con, a bit annoying for me and the rest of the users worldwide, all are giving this opinion of this Sony Vegas Pro 11. Now coming to the con, the first con is this rendering time. The rendering time is ridiculous and I would say, in my opinion, it is based on systems. So if you are professional with that i7, Intel i7 or Intel Xeon workstation CPUs, you won't face problem because it will load. But in my condition, for 1 minute video, it takes about 20 minutes to render. So for 4 minutes video, it is like hell. I would say, it's my opinion. But if you have a better PC, look for this editor only. This is a good editor and it's making my work done. So I haven't got to look at another video editor. Now coming to the second con, that is all the major effects are hidden, are not easy for a beginner to find those. Yeah, this is for So if you want a green screen effect, there is no option in this video effects tab. So you have to use the chroma key here. So for example, it will be easier to understand if I show you the effect at the real time or demonstrate it. I have to find this chroma key here. So this is the chroma key, and so in order to add additional layout, you have to add this chroma key here, and then for green screen effect you need to click this and use this color dropper and click on this, and then only you can use the green screen effect. So some of the features are hidden. Also, the main feature I think is foremost missing is this blurring. Blurring is not missing, but it's hidden. I have shown a video of how to blur videos. It's pretty difficult to find because it's hidden somewhere else and you have to find it. So if you are a shortcut ninja like me, come to the next con, that is there are no text effects to create After Effects like look. So this is also an important one because in terms of, let me go to that media generators part, and if I go to this text, you have salt text. In terms of legacy text, it's quite awkward. So this is the legacy text, and these are all simple text, and if you want to edit those texts, you might go to this and go to some of the parts like this, and if I type in stghd, and it will only change like this, and in order to arrange, you must go to effects and draw shadow, and you must be a pro in changing the text layout and other things in this video editor. Now coming to the next con, that is it cannot run 3GP file. I found this a bit annoying because in my prior phone, a 2 megapixel camera, only a 3GP file can be recorded, but the Sony Vegas Pro 11 that left it unsupported. This won't be an issue for other users, but I feel it should have been included, because if you get a clip, from example in a disaster, if someone makes a clip for you, then it will be a con and you cannot add a 3GB file. Okay, also I have to tell that you can also make the difference in FPS and everything. You can edit it anywhere. So like this, if you click on new, no, and you can also edit like this for everything. You can even edit in stereotrophic 3D. That's excellent, I would say. Coming to the next con, that is it needs a quiet view demanding. So it crashed on me. No, it's stable, but it's a bit slow in this render time. I have to keep it to preview. If I keep it to best, I will tell you a demonstration for you. Look at that lag. That's a lag. Also, if I keep it at the best, look. So I better recommend you to keep it at half. That's the best, I would say. And let me bigger that up. And terrible lagging I found in this video with. Now coming to the next con, that's in terms of pricing. Now Sony Creative Software made the price of Sony Vegas Pro is $599, and its rivals Final Cut Pro X and Adobe Premiere Pro. Its rivals are those, and Final Cut Pro X is priced at $300 and Adobe Premiere Pro is priced more than $700. So in terms of usage, Sony is a bit pricing high in this device. So if I convert it into Indian rupees, it cost about 38,000, and for Final Cut Pro it costs about 18,000. That's a real price tag in India. So my recommendation: if you have a Mac, you should really go for this Final Cut Pro X rather than not. This software is only available for Windows, so you can only use this. So if you want on a budget, there is also a version of this that's a lower end version of this Sony Vegas Studio. That's about $99. And it's quite good, but you can only get up to 10 timelines. Look, I can add up to unlimited timelines is available on this thing. And these are the waveform. I think syncing is better done on this Sony Vegas Pro 11. Now coming to my verdict. After Effects is recommended for this video editor if you are a professional. So if you are a professional, my recommendation is to buy. But you should have After Effects. Otherwise, go for some. So if you have go for Adobe Premiere Pro, it's a better video editor and the learning curves are a bit high. But that's not a case because you are a pro. That's it on this video of Sony Vegas Pro pros and cons reveal. So if you like this, please click the like button as well as subscribe for more to my channel. That's Sarath The Geek HD. As always, I am Sarath from Sarath The Geek HD, and I hope to see you in my next video.